Hi guys, hi friends, hi family, how are you doing? I'm just on my afternoon walk. We're at peak hour traffic, it's 6 o'clock, it's basically dinner time. Mostly everyone's cycling home or going for their evening strolls, and I'm just walking through this empty complex that I used to work at as a caregiver, a support worker. I used to go and do like cleaning and meal prep and medical tasks and things like that, and I just thought I'd invite you guys to go for a walk with me through here. I just climbed through the fence over there because it's all closed off. I might be able to find a fruit tree to forage from. Just trying to relax and like clear my mind and just have like just trying to breathe and like just trying to feel like I'm just trying to develop like I'm just trying to grasp some sort of like sense of well-being at the moment. And I think there's like a walnut tree right there. I'm just going to keep walking through here. I know probably not many people are supposed to, but some people need to go out and go for walks and stuff. Thank you for commenting, by the way, on my shorts video. It's the first shorts that I uploaded that's like my first 3-minute one, because I had no idea that they had changed it last year from 1 minute to 3 minutes, 60 seconds to 180 seconds. So I'm really happy about that, because it means I can just do heaps and heaps of lives, and whoever's free can just like say hello to me on my lives, and then hopefully I can try to gain some more subscriptions, or like you know, like just enjoy having a YouTube page, especially as a Kiwi, really down to earth country that doesn't have like a really big society for like social media and vlogs and stuff. It's sort of only just taking off, and it's kind of like for me, I would compare it to like being like an old-fashioned seamstress who like makes clothing for young children, you know, like an old woman who operates like a museum sewing machine. It's like, you know, it's the way that YouTube is designed, feels like clothing manufacturing. It's like got scales of measurement. Sometimes things are hemmed, adjusted, or added to, and they call it shorts for a reason. So they've extended the length of the shorts because maybe people's shorts were too short, so they needed to make the shorts longer. Anyway, I know that sounds really funny, but I think for like especially people in New Zealand, like, or people that like have been ignoring YouTube for ages, thinking, well, how could I be successful on YouTube? Well, they don't really know. It's been around for a while, and some people have navigated success like immediately, even though YouTube's only been around for a short amount of time, if you think about it, guys. And there's all these people benefiting and profiting on YouTube, getting immense amounts of success and money. And then there's other people thinking, like, how are we supposed to like get on board with this? Even in New Zealand, which is like one of the least successful or popular, you know, places in the world, because it's so isolated. And usually Kiwis have an attitude of, we just want to be left alone all the time, because we're terrified of like our country, you know, like our country's supposed to have a positive reputation, and but like at the moment we're just like integrating more culture and more culture and more culture, which is good. But New Zealand started off with a native culture, and also we had like, which came from our culture that we have in New Zealand, our native culture came from like distant Polynesia, so it's like sort of also Asian in Polynesia as compared to the Maori race here. And then you've got us, which are the English ones, so we probably came over from Scotland, Europe, and most of the people that were born in New Zealand came over from England. So if you're from the UK, you'll totally understand what I'm talking about, because most of the buildings that we have here are like the older buildings and stuff were similar to what like you see in Britain and Europe and the UK, like, and I think there's probably a lot of structures like that in you know, like America, Australia, probably even some some other countries that you wouldn't expect as well might have some old stone sort of masonry type buildings and stuff, and a lot of those buildings got disrupted and you know, like taken down during the earthquakes. And there was this big argument and debate about whether Christchurch in general should save, you know, some of the buildings that got damaged during our earthquake. They've sort of just reserved as much of it as they can, and I think like it's one of those decisions that doesn't really need to be made immediately. I think it's one of those sort of things that they think about and they make a general decision about, and then they kind of like just see where it goes. I think that's the nature of like how it goes. I'm not too sure. They think that's how it works. Anyway, it could be wrong. But anyway, this is an abandoned cul-de-sac that I used to work in. I used to come here and do shifts while increasing my pay rate. Started out on $21 5 years ago, and my pay went up to about $27 in the last 5 years. So my pay went up like $6 in 5 years, which is still really, really low, and I'm still really struggling. And there's still like, I'm not really meant to be in here, but this isn't an abandoned community that all these old cheaply built materials were really cheap when they built these buildings, and they become really like moldy really quickly, and like some of the people that used to live in here kind of smoke quite a lot. So all these old horrible apartments that they couldn't seem to decide on, they're probably going to like advance and build like some new apartments for people that need housing. So it was not just like the people that were living here were like wanting to live here. It was like this is what was like actually necessary and affordable for most people that were living here. So yeah, I think what they'll do is they'll probably destroy all of this, and they'll probably build like brand new apartments for people who need new apartments. Maybe they'll be like for single people that are working and need help, because most people that are single and working still need a lot of help with housing. It doesn't matter what your pay rate is. You could be on $30 an hour, you still struggle with work, and you need time off, and you've got your well-being to look after. And I'm just worried about the younger children and where they're going to end up living. But you've also got like to think of the 2-bedroom apartments and the 3-bedroom apartments that the government build for families who struggle. So there's also people who are retiring and still want to live in their own environments. They don't want to go to rest homes. They can still spend at least 20 years in these houses, and it's quite scary and daunting, because you never know if there's people like squatting in these areas, or you know, I'm like not supposed to, I could be violating like some kind of community boundary or something, guys. But like, yeah, everyone's moved out and vacated and gone to different apartments or different houses, or maybe that unfortunately maybe they've retired and moved into rest homes and stuff. We really don't know, but I've pretty much been to most of the houses that were here, and I feel like a lot of the clients that I was looking after were quite like they were quite traumatized by the time You know, they had their own private spaces in their own communities, people that they could talk to, but they were very like frightened, isolated, things like that. But I'll leave now because I think like I was just looking for a fruit tree, but I'm just gonna go home now because I don't actually need to be here. Yeah, I think there's still people living in there, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything because these like the people that are living here are, you know, homeless and stuff. So I ended up like I found a fruit tree, so I'll just go and pick some fruit that's left over. Nobody else is eating it or taking it, so I expect that people are squatting and still living here anyway, because yeah, if you find people that are like living on the street and they're homeless and stuff, they can't pay for anything, they can stay here and just be here until somebody finds them, because there shouldn't really be any rules for anyone, and nobody's expecting anyone to be, you know, get to the point where we start thinking long and hard about our like lifestyles and our existence, and like we're born into like the hospital system, we have a name and a record and an alibi and a personality to defend and protect all the time against, well, everything. And guys, there's like 10 peach trees. There's so many peach trees around here. I should have brought a bag with me. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll come back just quietly. I'll just come back with a plastic bag or something and grab some more peaches, and then I'll be gone. I just wanted you guys to come for a walk with me. I've got my friend Katie, if you're watching the vlog. Hi Katie, from Katie's World, Girl vs Wild. Hi. Hope you're doing well. I really missed you. I love watching your adventures and the places you go. But I am slightly disturbed that you chose to go hiking and freeze yourself to half death. I think that's really irresponsible. Anyone who is watching that follows Girl vs Wild, can you please check on her, because she's like going hiking and like sitting in random locations by herself with no buddies, no one is with her. She's saying things like, I'm freezing, like I'm literally freezing to death. I feel really cold and I'm freezing and I'm here by myself. I mean, that might not be an emotional like plea or anything. I just think that's just the way that she operates. Hi Katie, I'm right here for you. And you're always going to do what you want because, I don't know, that's just how you are. But for me, I would like to take somebody with me if I go hiking. I wouldn't want to be going anywhere like that by myself. I was hoping that I might like run into a lemon tree while I was here though. But anyway, I feel like I'm like really struggling right now because I feel like everyone's saying like, oh, everything is like a manifestation, when it's not. It's like I actually can't handle manifested reality very well because I feel like it's very unstable. And look, there's an apple tree right above me, but like the most depressing thing about being here is that I can't actually reach any of the apples, so I can't have any of these apples because like I'm not going to climb the tree either. So yeah, I did come and work here and it was really like depressing, and it was full of like mold and bacteria and stuff, and the government just like, I don't know, whoever's in charge of stuff just stopped doing things for people. People started neglecting each other and bonding with each other and like being kind to each other and like caring about each other really densely as well, like really densely emotionally disconnected everybody is now, because everybody's trying to find their own personal success and everybody's trying to like run away from their like situation to find like the grass is greener on the other side, and like maybe it'd be better if like I became like a rich person and left my family, and all these crazy stories. So even the people that are employed these days and conducting all the interviews these days are really emotionally already acting like they're some sort of celebrity, feeling like they're superstars and they know everything. They think they know how to handle the interviews and everything. And every company that I go to, they just say like, oh well, you know, maybe we can get someone from like a third world country like India, maybe they'll understand how to conduct interviews. Or like the girls that are taking the roles in like interviewing people and becoming team leaders, they're all about themselves, so emotionally disconnected from down to earth healthy people that still need resources. And people my age get told, you're 36, so there's probably not going to be a lot of opportunities for you. And you know, employers are really distant. Do they even deserve the pay that they're on if they can't take their jobs slowly? You can't sit down really nicely and really slowly and really intensely connected without treating the person like they're stupid and judging them, because we're not stupid. That's the thing, we're not stupid. So where are the right people in charge of like conducting all the interviews and stuff? Where's the emotional connection, and where's the you know, where are those beautiful people sustaining these roles that can still actually put aside, they are beautiful and stuff, but they can put aside their looks, their boyfriends, their husbands, and all that sort of stuff, and actually be genuinely kind and wish the best for like girls like us, you know, that we're supposed to stick together. And one person's not supposed to go off and be more successful than the other, or have a boyfriend who somehow is more like coveted than yours, and then just suddenly just turn really awful, you know, and just come up with all these excuses as to why, like maybe the world isn't doing things for you like they are for me because of this reason or this reason or this reason, you know. So every response you get feels like a trigger, and it's like, what's going on between us, you know? Like, why are we so disconnected? And like, the offshoots coming from me right now is that somebody thinks they understand how to be connected when yet they still don't understand connection. So it's like, even when they try or think they understand, they are still not understanding. So it's like, you know, why be so narcissistic and so judgmental over the smallest things if you can't handle, you know, life? Anyway, I've had the walk I've got 3 peaches I'm going to take home, wash them and eat them. Like, I just spoke to a mental health professional online. It's an 0800 number that anyone can ring. There's a whole list of them. I don't like to feel like judged for ringing those places, because some people perceive that to be like really uncool and lame, but it's not. It's actually a really helpful resource that everyone should be ringing every day and talking about everything, because how's anything supposed to get done if no one's being honest? So I spoke to him. He said all the right things to me. I don't want the mental health line to feel like, you know, I'm criticizing them, because I'm not. I'm just saying it was a nice and comforting experience to talk to him. It was a really nice, comforting experience to talk to the guy on the mental health line. because I sometimes feel like the men can understand some of us girls a little bit better, and yeah, they really know how to harness like connection and stuff. So it's not about sex or anything, it's just about like trauma responses and stuff, and emotional responses, and missing connections, and like harmony, and all the positive attributes in life. So like, yeah, I think that was really helpful for me. And at the end he did the right thing to me, and he said something like, which my like old counsellor and tutor who was vegan said, she said like, okay, now it's the end of the consultation and the appointment, before the client leaves, it's good to ground them back into their own environment and reality. So just say something really grounding, like, oh, hopefully the wind dies down for the rest of the day. It's quite windy out there, isn't it? Well, here's your coat, or something like that. And so ringing up the online the phone service, he just said, so what are you going to do after the appointment that we've just had? And I said, well, I'll just think of something really quickly that I think might be healthy that I can do right now. I said, I'm going to go for a short walk, and then I'm going to come home, and I'll probably have a herbal tea or a cup of tea, and then I will maybe I'll hop back into bed and start watching YouTube videos, or watch something and do some affirmations, or write some more positive like goals and stuff. Just keep working on it and working on it and working on it, and know that I'm not a reject. I know that I'm still loved. I know that tons of people my age struggle. Some people make it, and some people can buy their own houses, but they're really tired and worn out, and they've never spoken to anyone. They've just like pretty much been set free into the world and traveled and spent money, but they look really tired, and it's really sad. So you've got to take breaks. So I think that I've done things differently, and I'm not punishing myself. I'm just saying, like, I can still find my way. I might not even own a home, or maybe I'll still find at 36 years old, maybe I'll still meet somebody, and maybe we'll buy a house together, or maybe I'll contribute to the house if I can find my ideal reality and my ideal income and my ideal job, you know, or maybe become a YouTuber and earn money on there and have a real job too. I don't know. It's really, everyone's really struggling. So yeah, I also, my birthday is coming up, and I just found an advertisement on Facebook for a free pizza on my birthday. So I entered that, and I'm going to go to the city and get a free pizza on my birthday. It's in 7 days. I don't have any friends or family at the moment, guys. I'm alone, so I'm going to take advantage of the free pizza and hope that I can feel safe in the world by myself. I'm just going to say goodbye now as I walk home. Thanks for watching the vlog. Have a good day. Green greetings and blessings to everyone. Please subscribe to the channel and comment and talk to me and chat to me. That'd be awesome. Bye.